Warmachines and another Warmachine vs Hordes battle report. At one of our regular gaming days we had a surprising number of 11 Warmachine gamers appear, which was great even though only 6 of them had armies to play with. I took the chance to play more games with the Butcher and his full metal jacket, mainly because this gave me the prime opportunity to show off my Tiger Stripe B09. This time I'm playing Moshpit at 25 points against Epic vs Doomshaper. Enjoy! The Trolls won the roll-off and chose to deploy and go first. He brings Doomshaper, Shaman of the Gnarls, with an Impaler, a Mauler and an Earthborn Dire Troll, as well as a max unit of champions and a Fellcaller. I bring the Butcher's full metal jacket, slightly modified. My battle group is the Kodiak Boris, the Juggernaut Victor, the Devastator Nikita and Beast09. I also have Dragan the Wardog around. First turn everything runs. No, really everything. The beasts are riled a little in addition, but Doomy casts no spells, so he just runs up with the champions and ditches his fury. My first turn is complicated in comparison. I give a focus to Nikita and Victor, and all my jacks run. The Butcher moves up, slaps fury on Nikita and Ironflash on himself. The Wardog follows up. Second round, and some sudden arboreal transmogrification. We swap that center terrain piece because the trees on the original one are immovable. Time for some positioning. Mauler and champions run, Earthborn moves into position and Doomy goes to, as far as my memory serves me, cast both the far shot and rage enemy on the Impaler, who then moves up to chuck a spear at Beast09 to hopefully slam him away so he can't charge the Earthborn next turn. But both boosted spear attacks fail to create a critical and the damage to Beast is negligible. On my turn, the Butcher upkeeps both of his spells. While it looks like a lot has happened, that isn't exactly the case. Only Beast got extra focus. The Butcher starts by moving and casting full throttle and trying a pot shot at the Earthborn, which falls short. I suppose it was a bad idea not to feed, since that would have ensured the Earthborn's death, but I was underrating the Beast's damage potential at this point. So Beast charges the Earthborn, and with 2 quite lucky damage rolls almost kills the Earthborn on the charge. As Hordes players know, almost doesn't cut it. The other jacks just run into position to reduce the amount of damage the counterattack would have on them. Round 3. Doomshaper leeches all fury. The champions attack Boris and Victor, but since they didn't get the charge, the damage is minimal, as I calculated. At least this part of the plan worked. Doomshaper activates and puts the Mauler's animus on the Earthborn. The Earthborn then proceeds to double-handed throw Nikita back towards the Butcher. The throw deviates, but still clips the Butcher, and slightly damages him, and Dragan, taking out the Wardog in the process. Nikita wasn't hurt. With additional attacks, the Earthborn then wrecks Beast. I had forgotten about that wretched adaptation ability. The Mauler goes to flank, and the Fellcaller advances. In my turn, the Butcher drops both upkeeps and allocates a focus to Nikita and Victor. Nikita and the Butcher shake being knocked down. The Butcher then charges the Mauler, feeds, and doesn't actually take him out. The 2 other jacks also perform less admirably against the champions, but which also tend to be tough. Nikita runs up to the Earthborn. Round 4. I think Doomy thinks he's got this thing in the bag, but he gawks when the Mauler fails to kill the Butcher. There was some dice rage involved here as well. The Earthborn pummels Nikita to little effect and the Impaler slams him away. This turn the champions inflict more serious damage to my jacks, but hey, they will work out. At least they do so as roadblocks, and I'm already set for a full-fledged grindfest. Oh yeah, and Doomy feeds, that's important. In my turn I give 1 focus to Nikita, 1 to Victor and 1 to Boris. And as you can see, some trolls die. The Butcher cleaves the Mauler in 2 with 2 more swings and then recasts Ironflash. That was a mistake. I forgot that Doomy had Purgation on his spell list. Because he also took some damage from Doomy's feet. Nikita shook his knockdown and then he walks into base to base with both the Fellcaller and the Earthborn, and he uses Rain of Death, taking those 2 goons out. Victor finishes 2 champions and Boris one more. Set up this way, I felt quite certain to survive the next round. Round 5. Doomy casts Purgation, then the Farshot Animus on the Impaler, and he puts Fortune on the Impaler as well. Buffed such, the Impaler takes out the Butcher with a Thrown Spear after his advance. Doomshaper wins! In hindsight, well, it was a very good grindfesty game. The only things I regret are not feeding to chip up the Earthborn, that would certainly turn things around, and casting that Iron Flesh, which actually ensured the Butcher's defeat, because I got no armor from focus and lost HP in the process. I concede to others that the Butcher needs some infantry, but I still like him jack heavy. Maybe I'll go with the complete support package next time. Next Marth and the Machines, however, has something new for you. An experimental installment called the Hail Mary effect. Until then, farewell.